All right, guys, how we doing? Good morning, and it's a cold one, isn't it? I guess it's gonna get worse. But let's see. No scuffs so far. That's good. We're off to a head start. Anyway, I'm just gonna let's see. Let's just carry on with this stuff. Drop, equip. Drop, equip, etc. Let's work on equip items. Yeah, that's important. Let's just run the game real quick. 21 and snowing here in Kentucky, that is. Good. Same here in Massachusetts. Maybe not snowing at the moment, but yeah, there's a lot of it. So, let's see. Just walking around with my skeleton here. So I did a little more work. I got this retardation sorted out. I was just being fucking retarded. So we got this working, and you press it, you press the number, you press it again to unmap it. Shoot! It's fucking dry in here. One of my chores is refilling the humidifiers. Even the cat's sneezing. But anyway, so that logic where you can hover over any row anywhere in here and press a button. So that means we're tracking the current row. And oh yeah, and we do have a scroll bar, and we're gonna have to calculate the size of the inventory at some point. That'd be a good exercise to do today also, if we can just clutter this up with a bunch of junk. So that works, and the hot bar on the left, upper left, also works now. We can just go and map that 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I kind of decided to only show the numbers that are active and just leave gaps between them. We could also show like an empty square, I suppose. If people say, hey, you should really do it this way or that way, I'll take it into consideration, but this is what I'm doing for now. So let's get this row highlight in there, and let's do equip and unequip, and then drop can come later. Oh yeah, we're not starting soon anymore. Sorry. The shadows just look excellent on the skeleton. Yeah, I love it. Thanks, man. And you know, the shadows are a little you'll definitely see some blocky looking shadows because of shadow rendering is a real pain in the ass, and it's hard to get it exactly right. But hey, who cares, right? The important thing is you got to have your ambient occlusion maps and your normals so that the lighting, like the fine texture lighting on your skeletons and bones and shit, looks right. And then the shadows on the ground are, they're more just so they don't have to look as good. They're just to to give you a sense of realism. And a lot of games still don't even use them, I don't think. Like they'll just use a blob shadow, which is just a you know a fuzzy circle, a fuzzy dark circle on the ground under you. Hey, good morning, Airconda. Also on Rumble. And Dita, of course. One of our regulars. Um, yeah, and Airconda does some. He does some a lot of gaming streams on here. I think he does some other stuff, but the gaming is the main thing I know of. So I was playing a lot of war games and stuff. Yeah, that kind of stuff. A lot of I think a lot of like War War Thunder and stuff like that, especially, right? Anyway, you don't have to answer that if you're busy. Just yeah, you guys can check him out. He's a good guy who's always trying to help other creators, you know, get an audience on here. 'Cause that's the only way to do it, really, is just to get people, just talk to people on other streams. It's all word of mouth. The algorithms and stuff, they don't really do much for you. No, and by the way, I gotta thank a few people. Happy Mars followed me on YouTube. We're up to 9 followers there. um, yeah, I haven't put any effort into YouTube until the last few weeks. So it's nice to see every follower on there. Every follower helps. And oh, who followed me over on Rumble? Oh, Ginny Nicoletti. Yep. So thanks. Let's see. Row highlights. Yeah, let's do that. So that should be a pretty easy thing to do. Let's see. We've got a current item index right there. And we've got our bounds rectangle. So we could just use that to draw a rectangle. Let's see, let's just search everything for that. Draw a rectangle, gradient lines X, that's the one we want. And so yeah, like here we draw a filled rectangle and then the border like that. So let's do where were we here? And oh, we also have to do keyboard navigation. And that's going to be trickier in this with the 2 panels because we got to have maybe hit tab to switch between the inventory and the character side. I don't know. We'll figure that out. Or maybe press I. Yeah, that might be the way to do it. Also, yeah, tab to switch sides, or yeah, maybe we'll see. Whoops. So let's just try this. Do we have a border variable? Where'd I use that the other day? Maybe in the menu. Oh well, when in doubt, just Google it. There we go. So we want the button border width, right? I guess, yeah. Copy all? I don't think that's what I want. No. Oh, I just clicked that line and then no, that's not it either. Okay, we just gotta go there and wait, where is it? Oh, it was right there. I'm just being fucking retarded. What else is new? So let's just do this right here for now. So we do, let's call it border color, like that. And I don't want text color normal, do I? There's a bunch of options for this. Let's go over to Raylib and see what they are. So we've got base color, focused, border color, pressed, focused. And I think that's what we want. So let's say default. Yeah, we'll try that. Let's just see what this does now. Whoops. Rearranged my windows. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna have to make that a little, yeah, we gotta tweak these bounds a little. So it's gotta be a little, we gotta go a little taller and by about half that distance between the buttons. And we also want to come in on about that distance on the sides, I think. So instead of let's say outline row bounds. Yeah, we'll do that. Then we'll copy that down there, and also we can move these up here somewhere. Where should I put that? How about there? Have all our coordinates together, and then our colors down here. Or something, yeah. No, actually, let's just put them up here. Then we got to do, let's see. This has got to be if. And then we actually got to tweak those. That's going to be x plus, what do we have up there? So the row height is the button height plus the gap. So we want half the gap. So let's say float gap 2 equals gap times 0.5. Yeah, So that's going to be, let's see, y minus gap 2, w minus 2 times gap, and button height plus gap. Yeah, I think that'll work. Which would be the same as, that's actually the row height. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's about what I want. And I think the width could just be a little wider. So just like that. So that'll be fine. Okay, current highlight, current row. Detect or update current row. Let's see. And then these are the actual let's see, hot slot button. All right. Then we can start moving stuff around. Well, we'll be moving this stuff around later. Not now. Let's see. Main thing we're gonna want is equip or unequip, depending. But we're gonna have to be able to keep track of that first. So we gotta update a bunch of other shit. Let's see. We need item names. Yeah. How do we get that? Let's see. There. So we need to get them out of. We need to get this variable from Lua, and so we could either have a function that returns the name, or we just use C code to get this global variable, then look up a subtable by key, which would be the item ID, and then we get the name. I think that'll be easy to do in C. So let's try to do that. We're gonna need that in 2 places. First one is the hotbar. Oh, and by the way, I did set this up in enums. So these are the indexes into this array for each item. So if we're going to keep these as a flat array just to keep everything neat in this JSON file, instead of having a bunch of, hot slot equals 1, quantity equals 1, and so on. So if we're going to keep that as an array instead of a dictionary, then we got to have an enum, just identifying all the slots, so if we do want to rearrange those, we can do that, and then we just edit this, and this gets loaded into Lua. By this little function here. So yeah, that was nice. Let me just close some stuff I don't need. All right. Yeah, I should probably close the AI stuff too. Am I gonna remember where that shit is though? Where's AI in here? Um, behavior trees. What data type is that? Items config in the Lua code. That's a table. And this is a dictionary style table, not an array. Right? No, yeah. Because if you have the key equals value, then it's a dictionary table. And if you know Lua, you know you can mix arrays and key value dictionaries. You can have them both in the same table. And we actually do that in that enum thing. Yeah, it's kind of neat, kind of confusing. I don't recommend doing it normally. Now see there's an array table. I love that. Now I see why Lua is used here instead of C. Yeah. I mean, you could use something like Python, which has separate dictionary and array types. Well, they call them lists. Lists, not arrays. And they have tuples also, which are kind of like lists, but whatever. It's just Python having lots of separate things. But in JavaScript also has separate arrays and dictionaries. And they call dictionaries objects. But Lua is also kind of like that. You can, in Lua, you can have, these tables are like JavaScript objects. They're also the basis of its object-oriented system, which can be kind of almost anything you want it to be. Which is kind of a blessing and a curse. Because when you're looking at Lua, somebody else's Lua code, you don't really know what you're looking at. Because they could have redefined it to all kinds of crazy shit. So, Lua is one of those languages you have to have a lot of discipline to use it effectively. But I'm starting to get a hang of it, though. I'm starting to do more with, there's some other Lua programs like this one. There's this thing called Conky for, it does little things like, where is this thing? This thing here. I just, well, like I cleaned up the code to do this. Instead of having a bunch of like copy paste shit, I actually made a loop. So you just say like, there's a disks function and you just give it a little array saying to show these three file systems, these three disks, and it just does it. Yeah, so I'm really getting more comfortable with Lua now. It's one of these languages I've used on and off for like 20 years, literally. And I never got to like it, but I mean, I dislike how it has to be different in so many ways. Like it doesn't just have C syntax where you can say things like plus equals and plus plus. That shit's really nice, and Lua doesn't have it, because it's kind of dumbed down. That's what I dislike about it, and yeah, it just tries tries to be too easy and simple and different and special, and it's none of those things. It's a freaking pain in the ass. But what else am I gonna use? You know, if I'm using C, if I'm willing to deal with C, I'm willing to deal with Lua. In C, yeah, Dita says in C you would need to do massive nested mapping, which would really suck. Yeah. Yep, that's why we use Lua for all this like more informal stuff. We don't have to deal with data types here. We just it's all dynamically typed, and there's only like 3 types basically: number, string, and table. That's it. And numbers can be, well, internally they're all floating point. And oh, I guess it has a Boolean type too. Yeah, that's actually a separate type. And it might have a couple other things, well, functions, of course. But it's very, very minimal. Little too minimal in my opinion. But anyway, let's get these item names here. So we're gonna uncomment that and this over, and let's see. Actually, wait a second. That's the ID. This can come down here. So that's gonna go last. And we can bring this down here, and we gotta do something like that. Let's see. So that's the item name. So now we gotta how do we get a global table in from C? I think this is a completely different thing in Lua. So let's see if we got anything like that over here. Lua get table. No, but we need to get a global. Lua get, oh yeah, right here. That's how you run functions. Okay. So we're gonna do here. Let's just do this. Get global, and it's gonna be items config, just like that. And then we're gonna assert that it is a table, and then we got to use our get subtable function like this. That's so handy. And the subtable name is going to be the item ID. Yeah. And then we're gonna, let's see, we got to do some Lua pops in here. Yeah, so we got to do our get global, and then that. And let's see, do we have to do a, how do we know if that worked? Well, that might be a little wacky. I bet if we screw this up, it's gonna mess all this up as it goes through the loop, and it keeps adding stuff to the stack. So if I'm doing this wrong, we're gonna know. That's what I'm saying. Now what does this function return? Let's go look at the Lua interpreter itself. I'll just open something here and then we'll search for, oh, I guess I could have done this anywhere in my project, huh? Right. Oh, it's actually in this, I was actually in the right file. So it's, so it just returns the value of this, which is, where's that defined? Here. Yeah, maybe it would be easier to just look this up. Wait a second. Get the, oh, wait, does it say what it returns or anything? All right, let me Google it, like in actual Google or Brave search, whatever. Reference manual, here we go. Oh, come on, what the hell? Just tell me what it does. And it returns the type of that value. Returns the type. Oh, okay. So, and I guess it's going to return a nil if it doesn't work. So anyway, let's close that. Back to here. So, we're always going to have to pop the value that it returns. So we're going to say if it's that, I guess, let's see. We should also, yeah, we should just copy the ID so we have something if this screws up. So we're gonna say if that equals what are the Lua data types? I think it's like T table or something. Yeah, that's it. Then we do that, and but yeah, this is a little different because it's note there'll be the nil and stack not found. Should be. And we can test that by misspelling it. So we'll try that just to be sure. Okay, so we're gonna look that up by name, and then we're gonna look up its look at scripting again. What do we have in here? We have a get field, not set field, get field string. and it just returns a string pointer, which we have to copy. So wait, what does that return? It returns a blank if it's not found. So so it's going to be L comma name, just like it says in here. It's going to look it up by the item name and then get its name. All right. And then we just gotta copy this over. So we're gonna copy that over on top of the label. Okay, that's not so bad, is it? Then we're gonna just say to do refactor, because we also need this over here. Not here, but up here where we actually get the name. Where the in init, yeah, somewhere in here. Where are we getting the item names? Here. So yeah, right here. So we're gonna make a scripting function for that and put it over here. But okay, so let's test this. So if we just run that, as soon as we launch the game, we should see the item names in the hotbar. Yep, it worked. Cool. It just fucking works. Now we gotta get it in here. So so we're gonna make a function. Let's just copy one of these things. It's gonna be how are we gonna do this? This is gonna be kind of a table field access helpers. This one's gonna be kind of funky. Because it's a global thing. So we're gonna want something kind of like this, which returns a string. Where were we? Right here. So we're gonna do wait a second, let's stage that change. So then we're gonna put that, we're gonna call it, let's see, get that's gonna be the definition, and this is gonna be where we call it. So we got to give it a different name, obviously. Let's call it get xxx for now. Let's see. So what are we looking up here? We're gonna put our parameters up in here. So we got to do that, and then that. and then name. So this only works for a global table with a subtable and getting a string value out of it. It's it's got to be something like this with a global table with a dictionary, key value dictionary type with with subtables with strings in them. We could make it more generic. I suppose we could use variable arguments or something, but not now. Hey, Joe Biden in the YouTube chat. How you doing? How's life in the basement? Um, let's see. What are we gonna? We gotta do let's see table name. Let's say global table name sub table name and key. Those all have to be constant whatever. They're all strings. And then we're gonna wrap that, we gotta put this in there. Like that. And it's gonna be blank if it doesn't work. Either that or we gotta have a fallback value. I don't really want to. I guess blank would blank be acceptable? Nah, not really. So let's put a fallback. Do we have a? I know we have some others like that here. Yeah, we call it a fallback. Okay. So then so that's gonna be the fallback will be slot ID. Okay, so that's kind of a mouthful. So there's our function definition, and there's our function call. Let's call it get global table subtable string. That's fucking retarded. Do we have anything else like that over here? Get global subfield string, something like that. Get global subfield string. Yeah, that's a mouthful. But we gotta give it a name. Can always change it. At least it's unique, right? Gonna have no trouble searching for that. Let's see. Then we just gotta fill in the variable names. So we got that. And, we also gotta have we gotta do that equals fallback, and then instead of this we're gonna say result equals that, And then we just return result. Except, no, it's not quite that simple. Because this can return a blank, right? And it doesn't have an option to, we don't have an option for that takes a default, like we do for a, we don't have a fallback version of that like this. So I guess we could add it. Then we'll just have to update every other occurrence of this. So, and we'll just add a comma, quote, quote to everything. So, fallback. So then we do that, and then we gotta have fallback is fallback. So so we may end up just like reassigning fallback to that, even though it's already assigned up there. But we got to do that because it's buried in all these if statements. So yeah, that's messy, but that's fucking programming for you. It ain't pretty. What was it? It's like what I was talking about with on Minds this morning. I was posting something about this like Sabina Hassenfelder is going on this like crusade against fraudulent science, like like the Large Hadron Collider and all that bullshit, where they're just it's basically she's saying it's all a grift, and a lot of this stuff is just like they're just like recycling string theory and calling it something else. And I read a book about string theory in the 90s. One of these like big, very scientific looking things, and I was like, this sounds like a bunch of bullshit. It's like it's like it's like it's like somebody read that. It's like somebody thought music is a nice mathematical thing. Like we should just like what if the whole universe is music, guys? Or what's that book? Let me find it. Yeah, here we go. Somebody read Gödel Bach, and they thought like they read this, and they'd never actually played any of Bach's music because they don't know anything about shit like equal temperament or what do you call it, like the well-tempered clavier, the whole idea of that is that like music is all, it doesn't add up. It's all, you've got to like temper everything, which means you've got to like adjust all the notes especially on a keyboard instrument. You've got to adjust all the notes to space them out a little because the mathematical formula for it, like it just doesn't work. It's not mathematical. It sort of is, but it sort of isn't. The only notes that are mathematical are octaves and power chords, like the octave and the fourth and the fifth, which are the same thing. All the other notes that give everything its color, they don't work that way. So it's like somebody read that and got this idea that music is all like perfect, like harmony, like the universe has like this perfect harmony. And what if the universe is kind of like that, like vibrating strings on like from the subatomic level to the super galactic level. Uh, it's just a bunch of bullshit. Oh, wait, whoops, what am I doing? So we gotta go and change all these. Um, oh, this is... Wait, we can't do this. No, let's see. So we've got to put a default in everything. This is an odd case. I'm just gonna leave it for now. What else we got here? And this is for animations. I think this is all kind of sketchy crap code anyway. So we got that. What's this? We could also have these things return null. Maybe I'll come back and do that later. Commented, but we'll still do that anyway. That's the definition of it. We'll just not really think about it too much. Just do it. Okay, we only got a couple more of these. So we just put this here. All right, that should do it. I don't know what's this. Another one of these. This looks like a case where we could improve things, maybe. Oh no, we call that function and then we make sure it returns a table. Yeah, I guess it has to be that way. And we do have that copy text function though that just streamlines this a little. Let's just get this. Let's just make sure this works though. Oh, we got to update the prototypes. So over here we gotta add a fallback to that, and we also gotta copy this thing over there. So that would be in game, I think. So where's all our scripting stuff? Yeah, here we go. No, we're not gonna have a fallback for that, but we might want one for the vector. But for the subtable, that's just gonna return true if it's valid, and then you just have an if statement wrapped around that. So I like the way that's working. We might want a default for vector 3, but I think it just returns a 0 if it's missing, right? So well, let's see. Where's get field vector 3? Yeah, that's a 0 default. I think that's fine. So we just need this over here. Yeah, it's a mouthful, but it is what it is. Okay, still got a few glitches. What's 189? Here. Oh yeah, we got to put in the variable names. So it's global table name, subtable name, which is the item ID, and then the key. Okay, is that gonna work? No, we got a couple other glitches. Hotbar 42. Oh, yeah. Okay, it compiles. Will it run correctly? Yep, that looks good. So now we just got to plug that in there. And same thing over here. Here, yeah. Somewhere up here. Was it down? No, it was up here somewhere. Here. All right, so we just put that down there. Actually, let's we copy that line just for debugging purposes, you know. It's a little bit different. Let's put the name and ID again. So I just want to take that out and we'll put slot D and slot name and get rid of that. Actually, it's label, not name. So we'll say that. No, it's actually called name over there. So it's called name. Somewhere it's called name, right? We'll just keep calling it that, whatever. Let's see. Then we got that, and that's like a fallback. Except we're giving it the fallback there, so we don't need it here. And it's always valid. Now what about over here? So we don't need that either. And I suppose we might want some wrapper functions for this. Because what these do is instead of you know, that's like get field, except instead of a key, it takes an array index. We only need, you know, one for numbers and one for strings, maybe one for a subtable. So that's like 3 functions, right? I can justify that. So it would be like script get array element or something. I'll try to think of a shorter name for that, but yeah, let's see. Let's put a little to do here. Get element, maybe element, get element int, like that. index and actually integer fallback. Yeah. Do we have a fallback on those? Yeah, like 1 and 0. Okay, I guess we're just doing it now, guys. um, so we got fallback and index there, and then result. Well, we could also just say we could literally just do that, because that's passing in the value on the stack. So so this is a copy of the value being passed in. So it's and we don't even need to do all this. We just say then we just say if it's a number, then fallback equals that. And then we return fallback. And it would be nice to name it like result, but it's nice to call it fallback in the parameter list. So I think this is fine. And then we indent it here because we're getting values from the Lua stack. So there's a logic to that. So this is array access helpers string vector setters so table field access helpers, yeah. Okay, so we'll do that, and then what about these old versions? U32 with and without a fallback, floating point string, light user data. That's something we might want at some point. Let's just keep that in there with a comment. And old from call it Syn2 prototype. If we need light user data. So light user data is a pointer kept in Lua, and it's kind of weird. There are uses for it. Like if you want to expose an object, a C or C++ object to Lua, there's a use for it. But let's see. Yeah, it's I don't think we're gonna use it because we're just using integer indices for everything instead. we just have these arrays of objects in C, and we represent them in Lua by the ID, by the index into that array. Like NPC ID, object ID, all that stuff. Just keeping it stupidly simple. Because that, I mean, takes like a nanosecond or something. It's like an extra nanosecond. Who cares? Anyway, good afternoon, Squishy Banana in the chat, Rumble chat. How's it going? You streaming this afternoon or what? And are you doing anything interesting? Anything particularly interesting on your game? Let's see. Yep, 2 o'clock. All right, cool. Here, let's see. Oh, I'm gonna test this, but let's just copy in that new function real quick before I forget. Where was I? Here. Yeah, let's actually do one of these. Or yeah, we'll put it there. We'll put an else there, and whoop, yeah, there we go. So so if that was a 1, then it would be like, let's see, oh, we got to use those enums here too. You know what I mean? Anyway, we're gonna go like hot slot equals get element. The index would be are we using them over here? Yeah. With that, and then the fallback would be 0. We don't need to set it there. Didn't need it here either. And then quantity would be item quantity. I think. Oh, we also got to put this down here, and then we can do oh, we're gonna need a string version of that. And the fallback will be yeah, blank string. That's fine. Or it could be a null, I suppose. And the default quantity should be 1. This should be IDX quantity, like that. And maybe we'll just neaten these up a little. Little autism, you know. But let's change that back to 0 for now, and just see if this runs. Yeah. Let's make sure that inventory works. Okay, what did I screw up here? 182. Slot is undeclared. Oh, right. Let's do like we did over here. Yeah, we're just gonna follow that pattern. Right at the top of the loop, we're just gonna say, well, it's not a hotbar slot, it's a inventory. What's inventory again? This thing. Okay. So it's an internal structure. So it's inventory item slot equals we'll just say inventory I, yeah, kind of mirroring this here, and that should work. Then we can, then for this, when we get to that, we can just say slot arrow. All right, cool. Get out of block mode. Let's see, I'll read chat in a second. Where's that thing about slots though? Oh yeah, right there. All right, cool. Hell yeah. All right, now I wanna start doing this stuff here. So we're gonna need get element string also. So we'll just copy that first and whoops. And then we'll just copy the other version up here. Let's see, where was it? Yeah, here. Whoops, we might want, yeah, just that. And let's see, so for a string, let's see, we don't need that or that. Just get the index, and then if it is a string, then we do like that. And we're just gonna say fallback equals like that, and yeah. And we should be able to do the same thing up there. Up here, yeah, right here. And yeah, same thing here also. Oh, and then yeah, if so, let's see, we need if Lua is number, then we say fallback equals Lua2 number, and that. Yeah. And let's indent these also. And let's see, we'll indent that. That's just let's put that on its own line so it stands out. Makes things easier to read. Okay, that's like that. Then for setters, yeah, that's pretty straightforward. Vector. All right. Vector 3. Oh, color also. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have color arrays in the inventory like this. Unless we make them, we could make them key value dictionaries, whatever works. Let's see, I was gonna read chat, right? So I'm gonna read chat and then I'm gonna test this. So let's see, Squishy is 2 o'clock. Squishy's doing another dev stream, cluttering up the bandit camp. Yep. Tomorrow, more hunter bow stuff, and need to put events in the animations I did to spawn projectiles and such. Oh yeah, like the ones where you're like where you're throwing a rock and you need an event when your hand comes up over your head and you're releasing it, and then you gotta spawn in the rock or or set it on its trajectory. Yep. Now that's something that's a little awkward when you're just using Blender and a custom engine. Because you can't just go in your animation editor and put an event there on a keyframe. You basically have to go into Blender and find the keyframe where you want the event, and then just go type that keyframe number um in something like this. Like you would say release keyframe equals 10. Or you could use a time, yeah. Either a time or a frame number, whatever makes more sense. Probably a time. I think that's what I've done before in my last custom engine, or actually it might have been the one before, might have been the first custom engine I did for this for Crusaders. I think that's the one where I did all the knife throwing and rock throwing and grenades. I don't think I got that far in the second iteration because I just said, this doing everything in JavaScript is a mistake. I was gonna do everything in Lua that time, then I switched over to JavaScript. Um, Either one would have been a mistake, I think. We gotta we gotta minimize the amount of scripting, especially for shit like user interfaces. There's just no good way to do user interfaces. Like doing them in C like this is just as good as using a like Godot user interface builder or like any fancy, HTML5 interfaces or any kind of system. Just 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 hard coding everything like this basically is as good as anything. There's just no good way to do GUIs. I'm not gonna say like GUIs are bad and we should just like do everything with plain old text either. No, these are video games. They need user interfaces, and everything needs a user interface of some sort. Yeah. Anyway, so let's test this. So we're getting our ID, hot slot, and quantity. Okay, so that's got to be no, not that. ID. That's what we want. And what if that was null? Let's put a placeholder there like that. Okay, we got a few mistakes here. Oh, I screwed something up in this. 140. Oh yeah. But I got that right there. Is there anything else down here? 166. We got it. Let's just recompile. 166. So it's still oh, that's over here. Oh, we got to declare those in. We just got to declare those in our header file. Oh no, not that one. Further down. Yeah, array access. All right, and do we have fallbacks and everything where I added them? Yeah, for string. I think that's it. One more error in character.c. That's a problem with the all right, that's a string. Yeah. So we got to handle that differently. We got to copy it. Just like that. And did we do that over here already? No, not yet. So we want to do one of these, slot ID. And yeah, so that's the item ID. Wait a second. No, I'm doing the wrong thing here. We need so we just need one of these. Copy to ID from this. Should get string be an int output variable? Is it? Yeah, you're right. It shouldn't be. Thanks, Dita. Caught another one of my retardations. And then we just gotta update that over here also. Let's put it that way. Okay, so it still works, right? All right. Let's do a git commit, or no, we'll just stage that stuff. Then, what was I gonna change? Oh yeah, this over here. So we can just get rid of that. Get rid of that. And then we just want to do the same thing over here in the hotbar. So let's see, how are we doing this? That's just gonna be like that. Then we're gonna We need an assert. We don't care about the quantity. We just need the ID, right? So that's to get the hot slot number, and then we just need the ID down here. So copy to the ID. We're gonna get the string from that, and yeah. Okay, make sure that works. Whoops. Okay, hot slots still look good. All right, and did I put a tab in there? Yes, I did. Autism. Okay, we're just checking on that stuff. All right. I keep pressing I for inventory. I think we might want to do something like that later, but yeah. Anyway, for now we got this little. It'd be nice if it would. Well, I don't know. This is fine, right? We don't have drop yet, but let's see, dropping stuff. I guess that wouldn't be too hard, but no, that might be more complicated. I think we should do equip and unequip first. So let's see. First of all, item names and so that's item names and just like a bunch of scripting cleanup. Item names and scripting API cleanup. And we need any check off that, and oh, what else? How are we doing on time? It's 1 o'clock. So yeah, we gotta. So to do this equipping thing, we also gotta do the. We gotta get rid of this old system completely. Yeah, this weapon templates thing. So instead of having all this information in this weapon templates array, which lives right in our main game structure, so instead of all this, which is let me find where we actually define those. I think it's in here. No, that's bone attachments. Let's see, weapon. These are the weapon templates. This is, yeah, probably use Lua. That's what I was thinking. So then, that's where this comes in. So we've got our model, file names, rotation, scale, damage. This should all be the same as this. Unless I've tweaked anything in here. Let's see, we've got 10 damage for the dagger. We've got a feed mode. Feed mode, loop, yep. Dagger, 10 damage, everything else is 5. Yeah, I think that's all. I think that's all the same. Let's see, 1.2, 1.6, and 1.5. 1.2, 0.6, 1.5. Yeah, that's all the same. So we got to replace that. So it's basically a matter of where we look at the, or wherever we're looking at this data, we've got to get it from here instead, just like we were doing over here. So that's why it was definitely worth simplifying this stuff, factoring this out, you know. It's a big help. Let's just clean this up a little more, turn off those debug statements, that last. Oh yeah, and my retardation yesterday where the hot slots were just all wrong, it was because in this function here, I was just off by 1 here and there. I was you know, having like 1 based instead of 0 based hot slots, and I was totally inconsistent with that. Just kind of like just write the code and worry about it later. So I looked at that, you know, I was getting ready to go to bed after midnight, and I'm like, oh, let's go take another look at that. And oh yeah, that's what I did wrong. It's easy fix. And also, we should do that. And then also over there we could say that, I guess. Let's make sure it still works. Yep, looks good. All right, so just comment that. Whoops, comment that back out. And all right, I'm gonna take a quick break, and then we'll go and see. I'm just gonna leave the game open. Yeah, you can look at the sun moving around. Oh, whoops! Hey, what am I doing? Gotta put up my BRB thing. see. One, do your NPCs and player characters naturally heal over time? Is that planned? Yes. Probably. Could be an option. Could be a simulation option that you can tweak, right? But yeah, definitely, it's definitely an option. It's not. We're not leaving that out. And I think they do it for now. Yeah. And 2, the NPCs appear to be walking towards something. Do they have directives for where to walk? No, they're just random points for now. So, and they're getting stuck in the walk animation too. So is my character. Thought I fixed that. Yeah, it's been a kind of a thorny little problem. But not too important. I'm not too concerned about it at this stage of the game. Hey, Sacred Sage, how you doing? Yeah, glad to see you in here, man. Haven't seen you in the chat in a while. But yeah, I know you're busy as fuck. Work is killing me. Yep. Oh, let's see. I don't know, working on this is killing me. And shoveling fucking snow. It's like 20 degrees up here, and we got more snow coming in a couple days apparently. Oh, it'll probably be nothing though, like 2 more inches or something. Oh my god, guys, we're getting a nor'easter. It's gonna be 2 more inches. But you never know. Once in a while, it's like 2 feet. Anyway, what are we doing? So we want to get this information from Lua, where I copied it. So we can just leave this for now, but we'll delete it when we're done. Yeah, let's just say if one and if. And oh, this is a whole other thing we got to get into. I guess I did a test with it, so it does work. But yeah, we can put that in the character creation interface pretty soon also. Move to UICC character. Had to cut out an area to place stormwater pipe. Gonna take another week or so to do. Oh yeah, so you're just like digging through the pavement and digging up a whole trench, right? Those get pretty deep. After we get it down, we have to put in 200 feet of curb and 12 tons of asphalt. Yep. Granite curb or asphalt, or well, there's concrete too. I think that's pretty good. Those asphalt curbs are fucking retarded. That shit just breaks apart in a couple years. Up here they fucking hit it with the snow plows all the time. Concrete curb, yeah, that's the way to go. Hate granite curb too. I mean, it looks nice, but that shit eats tires. Especially when it's new and sharp. One time my wife had on her last set of tires, she this is like 10 years ago, probably almost. and she gotten their new set of tires like a few months earlier, and then she's like pulling out of her parents' house, and they had these new granite curbs in there, and she wasn't paying attention, and she turned a little too far and hit the curbs and popped both of her right tires. Fortunately, they're small tires, so they weren't too expensive to replace. That was an expensive fix. Yeah, that was like $200, just for one careless move. Yep. Yep, and now the replacement tires are sitting out in the garage, and I took them off and put on her snow tires a few months ago, and I'm no, I was out there like last month, and I'm like, hey, this tire on top of the pile is flat. What the fuck? Um, and sure enough, there's a little nail sticking, right in the corner of the sidewall. But yeah, these tires are too old anyway. And if she's not driving much, she can just drive on the snow tires um all year, They'll just wear them out faster, but they're gonna get too old anyway. Ugh. Sidewall, they won't patch that. Yeah, I mean, I could patch it, but um, no, it's like it's on the top. It's not quite in the sidewall, but it's too close to the corner. It was a small nail. It'd probably be perfectly safe to patch it, but um, yeah, these things are like 8 years old, probably. All right, so let me stop procrastinating and actually do this. Um, yeah, I'm probably gonna go like another hour or so, and then maybe we'll raid Squishy. And geez, I wonder if I should check my freaking messages, see if anyone's asking me to come into work or anything. I don't think so though. Things are slow there. Hmm. Let's see. Equip items. All right, so we gotta do this first. Nuke weapon templates. Yeah. So let's just start searching for weapon templates. Um, this is gonna be let's see. Do we have range in here for the gun? Not yet. Let's see. Range. Um, 30. It's gonna be range or base range. We'll just say range. I think I might want to change that to just DMG also. In fact, let's just do it. So let's just let's see, Control R, yeah, DMG. replace all. And what about melee? Let's see. If it doesn't have a range, it's a melee weapon, right? We don't even need that. And if it doesn't have damage, it's not a weapon. We might want to have some kind of a item type thing though at some point. You know, clothing, built-in. Yeah, let's outline some of these types while I'm thinking about it. Clothing / armor, etc. Innate things / innate, I guess. I don't know. Weapons. Let's see, melee weapons. DMZ, but no range. And range weapons. DMZ and range. Let's see, we got that. We should also have the machete. And the damage on that could be like, let's say 15. And the pistol should be, I don't know, maybe 12. I don't know. Let's see. When I first saw a pipe, I was thinking about a smoking pipe. That would be hilarious on the skeleton. Yeah, I guess so. Also, you gotta bear in mind, like a lot of people are smokers and potheads and stuff. We gotta throw them a few. We gotta throw them a bone. Yeah, booze too. Yeah, you know, every good RPG has to have all that stuff. Hmm. Oh yeah, you know, like in The Witcher, how they have all those like cherry cordials and shit. Uh, I found some of that at a liquor store and I got it and that shit was wicked good. It was like it was basically like vodka, like high proof vodka infused with cherries and some sugar and like standardized to 80 proof, you know, so it's like full strength. That was good shit. Kind of hard to find though. Let's see. So machete, pipe. Yeah. Let's see. We got to get the other shit now. We got to start doing something with this stuff. um. So let's see. Where's my weapon templates? So there's game where we use them. There's where we set them up. Here's a place we use them. Here's a place we use them. And what's all this? That's where we get the animations. Okay. So what do we need there? Is that an anim name? we've got a ready animation and attack animation. And over here we've got, yeah, same things. And that's the attack animation. Okay. So, it's a standard on muds that beer and wine provide a temporary regen boost. I've always thought that was odd. Yeah, let's in Project Zomboid, drinking helps you sleep and I think it helps cure some illnesses and it definitely like strong liquor works good for disinfection. And you can also use like bourbon for a Molotov cocktail in that game, which is a little unrealistic, but whatever. It's fun. And normally you just use gasoline for that. And well, what else? Some of my games I have like in my older turn-based game, Crusaders, which will be bringing this stuff back in the turn-based mode of this. Um, Alcohol makes you like less jittery, so if you've got a character who's like on edge all the time, they're shaking, they got the shakes, maybe they have low dexterity or something, or some kind of disease. You can get them a little drunk, and that'll help them shoot straighter. No, that's a real thing too with like playing. I like playing fiddle, especially and violin, those kind of instruments. If you're jittery, you play worse. So having a beer or two actually helps you play those instruments. And it's like basically only the bowed instruments, I think. Oh, maybe some other shit, but maybe drums. I don't know, but definitely guns. Let's see. You just don't want to drink too much. Then you'll just be blowing up your buddies and shit, right? So let's see. Let's just start putting in to-dos in here. I guess that's the way to deal with this. So we're gonna say no, not that. To-do. What are we calling this thing now? To items config, right? Yeah. So that's gonna be our flag. And we got one here. Whoops, let's copy the whole line so we can just go like this. And let's see, 366, 586. So we got another one here. Let's go. Oh, did I move shit around? Weapon templates, yeah. Hmm. So that's where we're getting the length of the weapon. So we gotta store that somewhere else. Like, so when we wield a weapon, we've gotta store some information about it. Somewhere, something like somewhere like player current weapon instead of just storing the index there. into this weapon table. So we got these weapon templates here, and we're just storing we're just saying like 0, 1, 2, 3. We're just storing that, and then pulling all the information directly from this. So we actually got to move this information into the player structure somewhere. Let's just bookmark that, and where's the NPC structure? Yeah, player is an NPC. So then where's our current weapon? Probably down here under test shit. Yeah, somewhere in here. Like that. And this too, if that even exists still. Yeah. And probably these things too. We don't need these anymore. Let's see what happens if we comment that out. Will it still compile? No, we got code using it. Let's see. Nuke C stats. Man, I'm sleepy. Yeah, but and I'm not helping, am I? Let's see. Go back here. Current weapon. Weapon name. It's gonna be like game.player.current weapon struct or something. Let's go put that note back up here too. For this. And is that everything? So we got this stuff here in the main loop. Oh yeah, then we got this stuff here in the real time section. And what are we using it for? Just the length, I guess. Lunch breaks are the worst. Always ready for bed after lunch. Yeah, man, same here. Haven't had lunch yet. I just had breakfast a little bit before I started, like an hour before the stream, yeah. So I'll go get some lunch about 2:30 maybe. And I don't know. Could keep streaming, but nah, I'll probably just knock off and knock off early today and work on some other shit. Yeah, this stuff I do like writing and maybe some like, yeah, I do some stuff on paper, writing out notes, sketches, maps, shit like that. I don't even try to stream that stuff, but it has to be done. And there's also a lot of coding that, well, like this stuff here, it's I can stream it all, but if it's fine if there's people in chat or whatever and there's other stuff going on here, but if it's just me like streaming by myself with nobody watching really, and I'm just doing coding like this, nah, fuck that. Uh, yeah. What's this? Oh, hmm. Definitely, definitely do that. And, what's this? Attacking. Okay. Well, yeah, definitely use that. And, yeah, we got that, and, that's our definitions. And items config that item yeah. We should actually find wherever that's used also. Let's see. Now we're just gonna say and that no, I want to do items config so I can just search that everywhere. And I want to search gun range also. Wait, what about this? So let's just copy that and put that up here. And see, we don't need, that's all taken care of. And then we just need that thing there. So where's that used? Yeah, we'll just do that. And what's this? There. And that's gonna be in current weapon struct. All right. So I'm thinking, let's keep it simple for now. We'll just have a current weapon with one attack for now. But there's no reason we couldn't have multiple attacks in here, right? And I have done that in previous versions of these games. So, I mean, a classic example would be a rifle with a bayonet. You got your, you can do your you can shoot, you can stab, slash, butt stroke. And if it's an assault rifle, you can have burst, single shot, full auto. So that's like it's like what, 6 different attacks or something. Let's just put that in there as an example. Example of multiple attacks. AR with see single, burst, auto, butt stroke, bayonet, slash, and stab. With a 6 attack, 6, well, 6 attacks. Potentially. Are we gonna have that much combat in this game? I don't think. I'm not planning on it. I'm not planning on getting that detailed, but we could. And in the turn-based game, we definitely could. Although we might do something like just a melee attack, like just one melee attack where it could be any of these 3 things: butt stroke, bayonet, slash, or stab, and your character just picks one at random or cycles through them or something. Or it depends on his preferences, whatever. Yeah, we could do something like that. That would be let's see, more for turn-based than Vampire Sim. Yeah. All right. So we got to set up a structure for what do they call it? Let's see. Probably you'll probably have that too. Yeah. Yeah. So this goes up with this and that. We're not even using that either. All right, so that there. So we need to basically compute all this when you switch weapons. So let's go find that. Let's also copy our to-do over there. And the reason for that is so we can do this and just see all this stuff at a glance. And where's my frickin' divider? There. So we can just see everything. So where's the part about wielding weapons? Switching weapons. Is that in here? No, I think it's in Let's close what we don't need. Come back to that later. Same thing with that. Same with that, I think. Except we gotta deal with the weapon attachment here, right? Yeah. No, actually we don't. That's just a bone attachment point. It's doesn't really relate to the weapon, to any particular weapon. So Jesus Christ. The wind and shit. It sounds worse than it is. I wonder where this is used. Real-time attacks. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna put this in. Let's see, what is the swing point? Where do we get that from? From the weapon length. It doesn't pick up on my mic. Yeah, no, it's not that. Yeah, yeah, the mic only picks up what's fairly close to it. And it tunes out a lot of background noise. Especially with the OBS filters, What have I got? What have I got on it anyway? Yeah, noise suppression, compressor limiter. Well, noise suppression is definitely taking out a lot of that background noise. And it's yeah, it does fuck up the audio sometimes, but it's better than noise, I guess. So all right, so we're gonna do a struct current, say active weapon. Then we're gonna say we're gonna get rid of that. Here, let's do that. Okay, swing point, we're gonna keep that. That's going away. That's gonna be replaced by item. We're gonna set up something. We're gonna put the item parameters in here. So let's start making a list of those. Just put a dot for now. So let's go set up the swing point. So easy change here. We just go active weapon dot swing point. Then for this, what do we actually need the weapon template for? Yeah, we'll just say player active weapon dot length. And where's the weapon transform come from? That's from the bone. That's from the bone attachment. And this is just a little tweak of that, I guess. And we don't use that for anything else here, do we? No, so we can just get rid of that one. And then, okay, back over here. We're gonna go bring this down. So we got float length. So we gotta copy all these over from, let's see, do we have length in here? No, this is computed when we wield the weapon. Or no, is it computed? Is it computed in here? Yeah. So we do have to do this. When we wield the weapon. No, instead of that, let's just do, let's just copy this over here for now. So let's see. Oh, let's see. No. These. So you gotta compute. Set these are set. These values are set when you wield a weapon. Either like pulled from items config, Lua items config, or computed. Either computed or pulled from app. Okay. I know it's a lot of, it's kind of boring shit, but I gotta do this stuff to keep track of everything. Let's just see if it compiles. Current weapon index. See what, oh yeah, so that's gonna go away. It's not gonna compile until I replace all this stuff. All right, so let's see. Weapon templates. Let's actually comment this shit out. Where's the other one? Right there. Oh yeah, that's yeah, we're gonna need range and damage. See where is that down? What's it up? Oh, it's up here in NPC. Yeah. Okay, so float damage, range, 0 equals not a weapon. 0 equals melee. At least for now. Of a melee weapon. What else? So back here, so we're gonna return player. See, it's not really gonna be player, is it? Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, this should really be wait, how many of these are there? Not many. Let's just say NPC has melee weapon. Say NPC, and then we'll return NPC active weapon dot damage is greater than 0. And range is greater than 0. And we will we'll move that to the NPC thing. Oh yeah, look, we got something about switching weapons here, which is we're also gonna have to deal with in a minute. Okay, so that's that, and let's see. Gotta go over here. Oh, wait, we gotta see that everywhere this occurs. That's gonna be PC as melee weapon. NPC. Let's move that down with the other NPC functions up here, whatever. Okay, and then let's see, where were we again? Okay, so that's gone. Then we just got these here. Let's see, where did I put it? Right there. Okay. Then I can just copy paste over these. There. And then we'll come back to that later. What about this? So this is gonna be let's just copy paste once again. Damage. Oh, and actually range, yeah, we're gonna have range in there too, so we can bring that over here also. Let's just bring this over here. Close that. We're done with that for now. Get that out of the way. Let's see, where was it? Here. Yeah, so so instead of looking at that, we're gonna look at game.player active weapon.damage. Wait, was that supposed to be weapon? Yeah. Greater than or equal to 0. What would it be, like -1 if it doesn't do damage? Well, we'll say greater than or equal to 0 for now. Then the range will be this. And let's just break up that line. Then are we actually using the weapon template? The animation name. And that's going to be the attack animation. We could also cache the actual, we could just store the animation index. Yeah, let's do that. So what do we got in here? We've got ready animation and attack animation. So over here, let's put ready animation index and an attack animation. All right, let's just do that. So we're going to look those up in this function, which should probably be called the wheeled weapon. It's 2 p.m. by the way. Let me just check in on chat and stuff. Not much happening. Oh, somebody is watching for a little bit on YouTube. Goblin, I guess. But most of the action's over here on Rumble. Oh, Squishy's he's gonna get started soon. So yeah, don't feel like you gotta watch me coding over here. we're all pals over here. So just go watch Squishy make some Viking clutter. I'm going to be wrapping up my stream pretty soon anyway, and then we're going to be raiding out to him. If there's anybody left watching my stream in like half an hour, we're raiding out to Squishy. I'm just going to watch him over on my side screen while I keep working on this. And yeah, I mean, I really appreciate his dev streams. I would not be doing this artwork the way I am if I hadn't seen him doing it. I would have thought this shit is way too hard. And you know, it's a lot of work, but you can do it. It's with Blender or you know, Maya, ZBrush, all those tools he's using, but even with Blender, you can do it. Fucking sculpting and texture baking and all that stuff. It's pretty freaking amazing. And it's not really that complicated. Once you figure it out, it's like, oh yeah, this all makes sense. It hasn't really changed in like 30 years, really. Just the, you know, the technology's gotten better, so it can handle this stuff better. But you know, you could do this shit 30 years ago if you had the right software and didn't overdo it. Yeah, I guess it's like, stuff like the C language and Lua even. That's how you know something is all right if it hasn't changed in 30 years or 50 years or whatever, and people are still using it for real shit. That's how you know that something is pretty good. All this other stuff has come and gone, and this stuff just only changed a little bit for the better. Really just it's just living up to its final it's moving up to its final form, right? It's moving closer. It's not being replaced by some new shit. Let's see. Range attack, active weapon range, current weapon structure. We got that. Weapon template. So we're gonna do set animation. Then we're gonna say that's that attack anim index, and I hope that's the right function. Let's see, are we done with all this search here? Yeah, we got that. So we're done with these weapon templates, right? Yeah, we don't need that one anymore. And this one up here, we're only using it for that animation. And let's make this a little function too. Well, here we gotta do the set animation first. So let's just copy that up here, like that, and that's gonna be the wait. Yeah, that's a melee attack. So same thing. And so has melee weapon. Otherwise, if you have a target and you this should be has range weapon, right? And this weapon, it's not exactly a weapon, but its damage is -1. Yeah, but it's got a range of yeah, let's see. We should put that range in here like this, and not a weapon. Do liches have, yeah, liches in this game are basically vampires, so they get that too. It's just a type of vampire that you can be. You want to take that. You want to take that. Like I'm an ancient sorcerer, lich, whatever. That's that's a path. That's a choice you can make. Right in the beginning, even you can. You don't. I'm thinking it's a simulation. It's a simulation type of game. You can pick any scenario you want. It might break the gameplay completely, but um, you can say I'm a 9,000-year-old master lich, and you can have. Oh, there'll still be plenty of shit to figure out, but yeah, I'm a 9,000-year-old master lich. I'm just gonna start out as this, super powerful ancient wizard in skeletal form. um, so we're gonna do this. The fangs on the skeleton look great. Yeah, yeah, man, I love it. Thanks. The skeleton with fang. Yeah, it's like this is no longer just like a fat vampire simulator. This is, you know, Lich Master Lich 9000. Yeah, 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 cat. So let's see, what was that? Oh, that was just some test. We don't need that anymore. Um, Let me just put that note up here too. No, actually, I'm gonna put that note in the frickin' function where we need it. um, and yeah, we can take this thing over here too. What NPC? Yeah, we gotta get rid of that. Um, and that. What about the can't be that either. We're gonna call it. So we're gonna rename this to wield weapon, and I guess it'll be inventory index. Yeah. So it's gonna be a to do. That doesn't really change much of any. Doesn't actually change the function signature though. Let's see. I think we're done here. I'll just leave this to do though. What else? That's gonna, okay, length. So that's game.player dot or arrow active weapon dot length. Yeah, that's that. And we got one other thing like that, right? down here. Get rid of that, and it's gonna be, wait, what is it? Oh, the name, the weapon name. Right. Game.player active weapon dot name. Active weapon. So we need a name and would that be like 32 maybe? Let's see. We'll just keep these comments there until we get to the cleanup phase. We can keep that comment. Oh yeah, this thing here. Let's see if we got the range right. So that's wait, where was I? Here. To 1,000 might need tuning. That's just a note, not really a to-do. Yeah, that's kind of a weird thing. An oddball thing. All right, so we got a weapon template here, and so that's damage and so then let's see, the name goes there, and we can get rid of that. And what's that NPC has melee weapon? That would be the player's weapon, right? Let's see, what else? Anything else with weapon here? Guess not. We got this and that, and we can get rid of that in the cleanup phase, and that too. Okay, let's just do a test compile, and no, it's not gonna compile. It's got a long ways to go. There's a bunch of shit that I missed here. Oh well, first of all, oh, what the fuck? If you double click something in the title, if you double click a tab, it opens a new file. It's kind of annoying. All right, so we can comment that out first of all, because those structures don't exist. That's better. So NPC line 32. So that zeroes everything, so we don't just get rid of that. And what else? We're gonna be cleaning this shit up later anyway. That's gonna be replaced by Lua. What else? 175. Set idle animation. That's why the idle animations are weird. We gotta do like a combined idle animation with weapon ready override. Yeah. So the weapon ready animation should just override the arms and stuff. Something like that. Not the leg, basically not the legs. Let's see. It could also be like a total full body animation, right? So let's see. Oh, we also need something up here. We've got that. What about range weapons? Yeah, we'll just go with that for now. Something. Well, yeah, we'll add some. Try to make this a little neater later on. Let's see, what else do we need to clean up over here? 175, 176, ready animation. Oh yeah, we gotta finish this. So active weapon. Ready and IDX, and let's see, it's gonna be like if let's actually do let's take this. So if that equals 0, exactly, not a weapon or feed mode, -1. Actually, let's say so if you are wielding a weapon, we'll do that. Otherwise, we'll do that. Yeah. All right, let's see if I can get this actually running again in like 10 minutes. What are the chances of that? Let's see, 579. What is this? Switch weapon. Huh? Weapon template. Yeah, we don't need that anymore. But we do need to oh, let's see. We've got to have a weapon model. Yeah. That's so we're gonna have to cache load that. Cache load it. Yep. So the data we're gonna have to pull is like model, scale, offset and rotation. So we do have some offsets and rotation in here, like we got a scale there, model, rotation, we don't have the offsets yet though. Oh, I guess that's for the character model. We're gonna pull these from characters config. Yeah. Then we gotta cache load the model. So let's see, what do we have here? And where'd that bounding box thing come from? Oh, that's in weapon templates also. Just like that. Okay. Haven't done much with bounding boxes yet. So that's gonna be let's see, we gotta update all these NPC active weapon dot length. something like that. And let's see, for the animation indices, so you got ready, animation index, and let's see. We could just look these up manually, right? I think we may even have them in here. Oh, we've got swing sword 1, and we could just put idle. So that would be anim indices. That would be the attack animation, and that would be, and this would be idle for now. These are placeholders. That should be right. What else? Let's see. How do we load the models up here? Just like that. No, we got to do a cache load though. But that's easy. So that's gonna be do we have that over here? Let's see, machete, GLB, GLTF. Yeah, that's right. That's an old, very old model of mine. So we'll just say model path, and oh, it's got to be cached. Yeah. And it's not weapon template, it's what are we calling this thing? Active weapon. Yeah. And that just, yeah, that's an actual model, right? What do we have up here? Name. Got a model there. Yep. Okay. And that gets attached to a bone attachment also, which is also a model. So I think it's kind of redundant. Yeah, we might have to sort that out a little more. So now we actually got to get these values from there. So where do we do that? I think we did something like that in the hotbar, right? UI hotbar. Yeah, there's items config. And where was I here? So we're just gonna do model, and the default will be null. Fallback, let's say. And just make sure it's valid. And yeah, we can do that, right? We can get away with that. We just need a shader, and oh, we got another one of these things. Oh, that's just the model. So we don't really need a model for that, do we? Let's just comment that out. Comment it out for now. And what about, where do we calculate swing point again? Is that, I think we got to go find that. Let's just say model. We'll just put it right here. Oh, we can't do that though. Yeah, okay, so we have to store it somewhere. Never mind. We actually have to store the data somewhere. So we'll store it in the active weapon structure. So yeah, we're gonna need that and that model, and we can just say that because it's shorter and I'm lazy. All right, it's after 2:30. I've got maybe one person watching on Rumble, and I think nobody on YouTube. So we're gonna go raid Squishy in a minute. Let's see if this will compile or something. Oh, that's gotta be a pointer. Okay, no problem. And we still got one of these things here. Weapon template rotation. So we gotta pull that from here. That should be a vector. Yep, that makes sense. And we actually store that. Do we store that in here? Maybe not. Gotta get damage, range, length, and then we'll have to get those. And scale. We don't have scale yet. All right, so can we do, let's look at scripting. Do we have something for that yet? Where's the thing? We've got a string version of that. All right, let's make an integer version. integer, no, floating point. So we're gonna have a float fallback. Get field. We don't have a floating point version of this yet. And we are gonna need it here. Yeah, let's just do that. It's pretty redundant, but whatever. Yeah, it's like the same exact function except for the data types. So yeah, kind of retarded, but we can always make it less retarded later. So that goes there. What can we close over here? Where was that thing? Here. Yeah. So that's gonna be a get field float. Or not field, float. And floating point result. And why don't we just say fallback equals and get rid of that. And then we gotta just copy this over to here. And now we can use that. Now we can use that in our NPC thing here. So let's see. Scale, rotation, and vector offset, right? So we need a vector version of that too, I guess. Right. And it might be easier to do this by just getting that table and then getting the fields. Yeah, maybe we should just do that instead. Let's see. Like how would we do that in here? Our function names case sensitive. Yes. Everything's case sensitive in C and Lua. What was I looking at? One of these things. Wait, so we got to get a global table and then get a subtable. Then look at the subtable, right? So then you have a float, and you wrote float. Well, yeah, but I want capitals in that for those. Maybe I should have them be lowercase there though. You're right. That would be more consistent. And it's not that hard to change them. I guess I don't have to care about it too much since it's just a private game engine. It's not open source or anything. Oh, you're saying I defined it as with a capital F but used it with a lowercase f? Well, then in that case, the compiler will just bitch at me. I don't know, maybe I already fixed it. Anyway, let's see. So to get a global table, all I gotta do is this. Then I can do get subtable. All right, yeah. Let's do this way. So the global table name is this. And what do we do after that? We gotta have that too. When we're done, and we'll just wrap all this in that. Yeah. Well, up to there. And then oh, and we got a subtable, right? So that's gonna have Lua pop that. So we'll just indent everything some more. So instead of that, we'll do oh yeah, then we got to get the subtable would be the item name, right? So we've got to get that from inventory, which is also in Lua. Hmm. We might want a Lua function to get an inventory items config. Yeah. Well, it's 2:45 and yeah, maybe we should go pop in on Squishy's stream now. There's no way I'm gonna get this done anytime soon. Because it's just a cascading set of changes. Yeah, because I realize we're gonna have to, like in the hotbar. Where's that? We've got an item ID, but we need to know the. We can look this stuff up by item ID, but at some point, yeah, I guess we'll do that for now. But we're really gonna need to look this stuff up by the well, you'll be able to have items with their own like customization, I guess. Yeah, we'll get to that later though. We'll just look them up by ID now. So in that case, so we do have to change that function signature, which is here. So we're just gonna say item ID, And we'll go change that out here also. Just nuke that. Yeah, get rid of that. So then when you use the hotbar, let's see, where the fuck is that? Well, I guess it's in UI hotbar, isn't it? Switch weapon, yeah. So now it's gonna be game.player and what's gonna be game.hotbar slots idx dot ID. Yeah. Other item types. Right, because you can have a hotbar for other things besides weapons. So, Okay, so we can close that and go back to getting all this stuff from here. And all right, we got to use the other script function. We're gonna need one of those. What was it? It's gonna be like rotation, I think. Rotation and yeah, just rotation for the vector. Actually, not. No, it's gonna be active weapon rotation. That's gonna be 0 if it's blank. If it's missing, that's a 0, so that's fine. Then these are just gonna be floats. Okay, and I just added a vector 3 or get field float, right? So yeah, like Dita, you're saying I should make that be a lowercase. And we can put that same thing down here, right? Yeah, lowercase. And you know, all these like int should be lowercase. String isn't really, it's not really a C data type exactly. So whatever. We could say str, I guess, but not now. We'll just say like get field. Let's see, scale is get field float. Scale, and must have been a Rumble blur chick, yeah. Rumble scuff. Oh yeah, we need one for the string too. So that's gonna be a capital string for now. Then that's just gonna be model, and it better not be null. for like overrides in a sixth slot after colors. And config overrides. Yeah. You kind of know what I mean, I guess. I don't feel like explaining it all now, but it is what it is. Let's see. So we're gonna do. That's gonna go there. Whoops. And that goes there. And I think that'll do it. All right, so we just got a few other little things to deal with. Like, well, we gotta see the shader. That's just an extern. We'll just yeah, we can just do that for now for the shader. And let's see what else. Oh, what's this about the subtable name? That's gonna be the item ID, right? We got lost on the hunt for that and got sidetracked completely. NPC active weapon anonymous structure, right? Because it doesn't have a because it is an anonymous. That's called an anonymous structure when you don't put a name up here. So we don't have a we don't have a place for scale or rotation there. Okay, then we'll just we'll just do that. Too few. Oh, we gotta have a default. 1.0. All right, and oh yeah, then we gotta get rid of those again. Had it right the first time. And what's this? Incompatible types. Oh right, that should be well, we can just let's use this. And script get field float. Oh, now it's noticing I screwed that up, huh? Implicit declaration. Oh no, because I changed it in that one other place. What was that? Line 211. Because I was using it in this thing, which I'm not even using now. Yeah. Okay, it will compile, but will it run? I don't know. What happens if we switch weapons? Crash. That's not surprising. So it's not so I didn't get the model path. Anyway, yeah, it's like 3 o'clock now. Let's go over to Squishy's stream. Might as well raid him. because you'd be going over there anyway, right? Oh, you're still here? All right. No, don't be sorry. That's a good idea to make them lowercase. Make them, that's consistent. I like that. Yeah, let's go to Squishy's stream. And I'm just gonna keep working on this and let's see. Who's all on here? Doom Gnome, Squishy, and Bickering Bunch. Well, we're gonna raid Squishy. Yep. Alright, raiding party of 2. Here we go. Yeah, have a good one, Dita. And oh, thanks for everybody. Thanks for everybody who stopped by.
This area
Dita,
is extremely slow.
Airconda, Squishy Banana, and Sacred Sage. And thanks for all the new followers as well. Alright, away we go. Let's try again. It worked the second time. Alright, see ya.